Hello, this is Ashley from Rock-A-Sailor. This is just a quick video tutorial to give you instructions on how to create your fingerprint mold if you've ordered some fingerprint jewelry or dog nose, paw print, whatever we've arranged. This video, of course, will be based on my fingerprint, but just apply it to your dog if that's what you ordered. Okay, please excuse the quality of the video. I made a long one. Where you could actually see my face, and my computer ate it or something, not sure, so I figured a quick one on my mobile would work. Alright, in your kit you'll have a large envelope that everything came in that can be discarded, a smaller envelope that will have a prepaid label taped to it, already addressed. All you have to do is get it back in the mailbox, an empty bag, and two other bags with different color silicones in them. I hope you could see I've got the light shining on the side here. If you have yellow and white, don't panic, it's the same thing. I'm just trying to choose between two different brands right now. One uses yellow and white, the other uses blue and white. What this is a two-part silicone mold. We are going to mix them together, and once you do, you are left with a material that you can push something in, such as your dog nose or fingerprint. After it dries, we're left with a rubbery silicone mold that I can then use to create your jewelry. Fingerprint, paw print, cremation, these are some of my favorite things to create right now, just because I know how personal they are and that they really will be cherished. Really soon here, I'll be having child artwork jewelry. It's actually in the works right now with something my son drew, and just keep an eye on my Facebook to figure out when that launches. Okay, before you get started, you're going to want to have clean hands, and if you're doing another person's fingerprints, it's very important that they have clean hands as well. Have all your materials next to you and ready, because it's a fairly quick process. It isn't complicated, so don't worry. Many people are concerned they'll mess it up, but we always end up with great prints, so don't worry. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, you're going to need a hard surface to work on. Just anything portable and hard you can find around your house. You're also going to need another hard flat surface that we're going to push down the mold with. The bottom of a cup works fine as long as there's no designs or anything that could affect the mold. I use a clear acrylic block that you actually just stick unmounted stamps to. I just use the back of it here. It would probably help to have a clock or a stopwatch nearby just so you can time it just in case. Alright. You're going to start by blending your two different color silicones together for about 40 seconds. Let's see. Don't worry about it drying right now, because until we mix it, it's not being activated. For fingerprints, about the size of a jelly bean of each color would suffice. For pet prints, the size always varies by breed or the size of your pet. Remember, when you blend the two parts together, of course, it'll be double the size. So you will just have to test it out to, sorry, my fingers are slippery right now. You'll just have to test it out to get the right size. Okay. I should have sent you enough for extra just in case there is a mishap. So maybe pull off just what you need. Like I said, the size of a jelly bean maybe of each color mold would be good for fingerprints. And if you don't feel like you've gotten a good print in the end, feel free to give it another try. If you're pleased with your print, please recycle the leftover materials by putting them back in their separate baggies, the ones that are unmixed, and return it to me with your regular mold. What's more important than size, really, is just making sure, for the size of the actual mold, is making sure that you have the same size of each color. If not, it won't blend well. So you just need to match the ratio. It's just 1 to 1. As long as they're the same size, you should be good. Okay. Now you're going to take your 2 putties and blend them together for about 40 seconds maybe. You're just going to fold it over and over again, smush it. It should be nice and soft. In the end, you're going to end up with one color. It'll be your yellow or your blue, whichever color I had sent you. And it needs to be not streaky or marbly, like you can tell that's marbly. It needs to be all the way mixed. Sorry. So you've got a good solid color there. And you can just put all this to the side. Alright. Now that you've got one good solid color, you're going to roll your putty into a ball. Place it on your portable surface. And then you're going to take your other object, such as your cup or whatever you might have been using, and just push it down gently to make like a patty, maybe is how I would describe it. It doesn't need to be really smushed down, just something large enough where you can get a decent print on. We don't want your fingerprint to go down the bottom or it to be too thin, anything like that. Okay, now place your fingerprint, paw print, whichever you ordered, let me use my thumb, into the mold, and you're just going to hold it for a few seconds. And then you could pull the finger straight out of the mold. Should look like this. Let me see if you can see it. I don't think you could see how detailed that is. Leave your mold where it is for about, I'd say 20 minutes just to make sure it's completely dry. After it's nice and rubbery, again like this, you can maybe test it by sticking your fingernail in the corner or something like that. If it bounces back, then you're good. After it's completely dry like this, you're going to label the back or the baggie with a permanent marker. If you are ordering more than one print, I would maybe label the back of the mold itself. Okay, then after it's good and dry, you've labeled it, you're going to put it back into the prepaid mailing envelope, seal it. If you have anything left over, these molds are left over, if you want to package those back up separately, send them back to me, that would be awesome. Just get it in your envelope, seal it. You can drop it off outside the post office, put it in your box for your carrier, whatever you want to do at this point, you should be good. I'll let you know when I get the mold, and I'll contact you when I finish your product and it's shipping back out. That should be it. Hopefully this makes it very clear for you. If not, please let me know if you have any questions or concerns. And don't forget to connect with me on Facebook if you haven't already. I also have Etsy and Pinterest and any other social media site that you could probably be on. So I'll try to post the links. Thank you very much for choosing me to create this for you. I'm really honored and I appreciate it. Thank you.